Gentlemen, and welcome. As Daniel just said, it is the ESL One Cologne Asia Offline Qualifiers, the first offline qualifiers we've had in Asia. Pretty excited to see how this one's going to work out. We've got two teams that are going to get through, as just pointed out. I'm Lee D-Man Smith, and joining me is Jason Kaplan.
Hey, yeah, I'm really excited to see all the games today. A lot of teams that we haven't had the luxury of seeing over in, I guess, the Western world, with Europe and North America. A lot of surprises to potentially come.
Yeah, going to be a lot of names that you guys may well be unaware of, or maybe you've seen them sneaking through recently with obviously ESWC just last week. A couple of them there. Let's check out the groups though overall, starting out with Group A, of course. The biggie in Group A is all about Team Immunity. They are probably the favorites in that group, although Skyred, we have heard, are possibly going to be one of the big boys going through there. Mirage, of course, and the Mongolz that have snuck through. Over in Group B, well, Renegades. Everybody knows what they are. Used to be Vox Eminor. They are Renegades. They were at ESL One Katowice, and they've pretty much traveled the world since then.
Yeah, they actually haven't even played in the last 5 days because they've been traveling nonstop. We still have KU coming over from ESWC. They just played last weekend. MVP Cornell to represent Malaysia. And then Neckbreak, actually really curious to see how well they do, considering they have 3 people from ESL One Cologne that happened just last year.
And of course, they are all the teams. But let's check out the brackets of actually how the tournament's going to go. It is what's known as GSL format these days. Pretty much straight knockouts tournament style. Best of ones throughout until we get to the 2 semi-finals. Immunity versus Mongolz, that's going to be our first game of the day, and that's going to be followed by My Revenge versus Skyred. They're just going to be Group A all to begin with. They'll be the first matches we're going to play through. We're going to go through the winners as well, and the losers, and then the eliminations will be tomorrow. Group B, of course, that's going to be following. That'll be around about 4 p.m.-ish. I'm going to throw a time out there, which could be completely random for everyone. It's going to be Renegade Neckbreak and, of course, MVP Carnal versus KU.
Yeah, so many good games to happen. I really want to see some potential upsets. Like you said, 2 teams coming through from this qualifier to play in the big event coming up in just a few weeks' time. I really want to see what teams are going to get through. I mean, it's a best-of-1 format. There's a lot of talk about the whole best-of-1 system and a lot of strategy that goes involved with it, because if you're the Aussie teams, you don't want to play against each other in your semifinal.
No, yeah, definitely not. That's for sure. Speaking of the Aussies, let's check out the teams, ladies and gentlemen. First, starting out the first game, let's check out the first one, which will be Immunity, I believe. They are the Aussies that came through. Obviously, we saw them. They went to Face It about 2 months ago, I think it was now. It's been a little while ago. They're obviously on to the next one now. Put in a pretty good performance there, actually. Managed to take down Liquid, and suddenly everyone was Australia's better than NA. The whole sort of debate started up there. But Immunity definitely coming into this one as, I would say, probably big favorites for Group A.
Yeah, I'd agree. A lot of strong players. They've always kind of been in the shadow of Renegade over in Australia.
Yeah.
And this is their big chance to break through, their big chance to get to a major for the first time and try their best against a lot of the top European teams and North American teams around the world. Yeah,
so hopefully we'll check out the players for these guys. Obviously, you guys at home may well have seen them a bunch of times, but we'll go through the rosters in just a moment, hopefully get in there. We've also had the veto process going on in the background, so we can talk about that one. A quick little subtle flip of the paper there. Very nicely done, Jason. Very nicely done. So Immunity were coming into this one as the top seed, so they would choose whether they picked or banned first.
Right, so they made the Mongolz actually ban first, and the first veto was coming out was Train, responded by with Cobble out of Immunity, followed up by Overpass, and Inferno, Cash Dust 2. So Immunity basically picked Mirage as the map that we're going to be coming into for this one. And they did beat Liquid on Mirage as well.
Well, here are the teams, of course, for Immunity. It is Imagine. James in there as well. He's a big boy, I tell you. He's a big unit. Ricky alongside him. Sniper, the in-game leader. Going to be calling all the shots. And Ustilo, we've been told to call him Ustilo.
I asked him actually, how do you say your name? And he said with a really thick Aussie accent, so it was really tough for me. But you can see here how they qualified through the ACL, beating out Immunity in quite a fashion. 16-3 on Inferno. That's a one-sided game. Yeah, it's not something they're going to want to repeat either. Of course, their opposition, the Mongolz, they've come through this one somewhat unorthodoxly, style. That's for sure. They are one of the last teams to enter. Obviously, when you look at the likes of KU, they went through a 51-team tournament, I think it was, to get Skyred, 51 team.
Skyred,
yeah, 51 team bracket.
Yeah.
And
I'd love to. I really want to put together when we get to Cologne just how many teams applied and went through applications and qualifications, and just see how many overall it was to get to Cologne, especially when we get to the grand final, because there's going to be a lot of teams that get knocked out on the wayside. Only one team can take it all. The Mongols are going to be hoping maybe they can be that. Zuckerberg, he's the in-game leader. Mara alongside him. 80% vote for immunity, no surprises there. Frost will be along there with Nuka. I'm going to go with Nuka. We were told it was Nuka originally, and Sogo. So Mongols, definite big out favorites for this one. They did come through in the application, representing Mongolia. It's great to see teams, the CSGO starting to spread far and wide, because if you cast your mind back to, say, last year, we weren't really seeing the Asian scene develop, but now we're starting to see a lot of these teams come through to this qualification process, starting to represent. You know what? When those Koreans start representing, I get a little worried in all esports.
Yeah, so actually for the Mongols, I'm really curious to see how they're going to play. For us, for instance, just preparing for them, we don't really know too much about them, and as well as the players. You have that whole unknown factor come into the entire tournament. You can surprise so many teams. You think of Key, they were known as Kaboom back in the qualifiers for Katowice, and not a lot of teams knew exactly how they played, and they came out very strong on the get-go.
So the teams were going through warm-up and just went 16-13. They were all calling GG. I was looking at it going, what?
Missed the whole game already.
Yeah, what just happened there? So hopefully the game's going to get underway. As we mentioned, it is going to be Mirage is the map we're playing on. So, it's a pretty good map overall. Obviously, we can see the start out. That's the T-spawn. The classic smoke. Is it going to hit the window this time? Liquor with the jump smoke over on the right side.
We should probably iterate that jump scripts are allowed.
They are allowed.
And as well as the decoy bug on overpass is not allowed. So we won't be seeing any of that, just to kind of give you guys some information. But this map, I honestly, this is hands down my favorite map in the entire pool. Yeah. I love the whole mid control that comes into this. We've seen some teams on CT side like to play really passive, let the enemy team have middle, then come at them from short, from window, and from connector. On other times, we've seen teams put a lot of presence there, and I'm curious to see how both these teams are going to go about it.
I think Cash is mine.
Cash, really?
I think Cash is my favorite. Favorite to cast-wise, anyway. I don't know. It's funny with maps in CS:GO. It's more fun to cast some maps, and it's more fun to play them.
True.
Like Inferno's not a fun map to cast.
That is true. I don't like waiting.
It's like really fun. It's actually good to play, but waiting around for them smokes is not fun to cast. But anyway, so Mirage, what are we expecting from this one? Obviously, immunity, big favorites, no doubt about it. Are we expecting to put some power down in the first game against effectively an unknown, or maybe just try and blitz them?
Well, okay, so I talked to them actually at breakfast, and I talked to them in general about the whole tournament. And first of all, they said they're not really too afraid to go up against Renegades if they do move into the semifinals. So if they do drop a map, they're not going to be too worried. But then again, you lose two, you're completely out of the whole thing, so you don't want to have that happen. But I'm expecting them to be really aggressive in the beginning. Expect them to just pretty much lay down the law as much as they can against the Mongols. And I think really the ball's in the court of the Mongols to perform. Like, this is their opportunity to really show up, get a strong start in the tournament, and let the other teams out there, be afraid of them.
Well, hopefully we'll get things underway. You can see them warming up at the moment. Pretty much ready to go, so they've been on stage for a little while, warming up, getting ready to go here. So it's starting to fill up, actually. We are here on a Saturday morning, bright and early in Malaysia.
You flew in yesterday.
We did fly in yesterday. It was a fun trip to get here. It took us 23 hours, I think, 23 hours total travel time.
It's a long time.
It's a fun trip. It's a long trip. But to be fair, this is what the likes of Renegades have had to do every tournament. I remember for Katowice, I think they had 35 hours
something like
travel,
that. They're at 30 hours minimum just to get there and back, or to get there and then to get back, and then
which is insane.
Yeah,
insane.
You lose like 2 days of time just because you had to get adjusted to your own time.
Meanwhile, everybody else is boot camping, etc., and getting ready to go. These guys are traveling in there. Luckily for them, they haven't had to make such a long trip, but because they were in Toronto last week, they have had some problems.
Well, I think it's something like they flew back on a Tuesday.
KU will be in the same situation because KU were there, My Revenge were there. I don't think anybody else was there from this tournament. But both those teams will have had a long travel schedule. They're luckily both playing in the same group.
I know Sponge said they came back on Tuesday and they flew out Wednesday. So not a lot of time to prepare, a lot of time to practice. But this is your big opportunity. This is what every team strives for, to be in a major. You get your own stickers and everything like that. It's going to be tough, though. There's a lot of potential upsets coming, I think, in this entire qualifier.
Oh, we're seeing 4 ops from Mongolz in warm-up. Oh, no, it's immunity. They're using them in warm-up. Don't think we're quite going to see them tactics come out there, but you never know. You never know. Something stranger could happen. I'm just looking across the stage. Hopefully things are ready to go. We can see people warming up there. There is Immunity on your screen, looking like they're getting ready to go. I can see the scripts scrolling on by, looking like they're ready to go live for the knife round. Alongside them is the Mongolz here on stage. Plenty of desk space this time around. Get that out there. We are in it's a shopping mall in Malaysia. The hotel connected to it, so everybody's pretty much got easy travel. And here we go, knife round on the way. We'll see who comes out. Obviously, it's going to be the CT side everybody really wants to get hands on, but some teams have been choosing vying to go for that T side start. We'll see which one they're going to favor in this opening match in the qualifiers. This is for a place to reach the finals in Cologne on August 22nd, 23rd, which will be happening in the Lanxess Arena. You guys can get your tickets for that, actually, if you fancy traveling over to Cologne. Get your tickets to get in there. It is going to be a gigantic arena. I think there's something like, I don't know, 13, 14,000 seats going to be available. It's massive. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be a biggie. So Immunity looking like they're going to choose to stick. No, they're going to go.
So Mongolz actually won knife round. They chose to go CT. And we talked to a lot of teams in the past. Actually, no, they haven't swapped over yet. It's all good. But we talked to a lot of teams in the past about like what side you want to go on for what map. And the likes of NIP, they always like to say, we'll start on the harder side first because it's easy to get the rounds on the other side where you should be able to pick up a good amount. And I'm curious to see, the Mongolz, can they start off strong on the CT side? Immunity going to have an interesting time, I think, on T side. Again, not a lot of research that they can do against this team. And when you don't know how they like to hold, you don't know their tendencies, things get a little bit rough for you. And you kind of have to play a very, very standard game.
We'll see whether it works out. They have switched over, so Mongolz, can they start off strong? Or will Immunity shut them down quick? Need to get a couple of those big rounds going in the pistol. We'll hopefully be ready to go in just a sec. But,
I want to take a guess, actually, what Immunity's going to do in pistol round.
All right.
So, like I was saying, I think they're going to come out strong and be really aggressive.
Strategizing their tactics.
I'm just thinking, like, if they're going to want to come out strong and be really aggressive, I think they're going to go for the standard, like, 2 smoke buy up, smoke upstairs in jungle, rush towards CT. Push everyone straight into there, get the bomb down. You take control of CT spawn, and then it makes it so hard to go for those retakes.
They're not going to go for the 5-man palace stack.
I think with what's at stake, that's a little too risky.
Yeah.
I think it might just be a little bit too risky. But, who knows? They might go for it. Might catch them off guard.
I reckon Bot Mike's going to have a great time.
He's going to Katowice, guys.
Bot Mike's got this. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 of 8 today. So I think I heard Immunity firing themselves up. Getting ready to go, bit of screaming from the stage.
So Immunity bought up 1 smoke, so it looks like they're not going to go for any sort of strategy like that. I think they just smoked up window as well, so they're going to be going for maybe an underpass push in towards connector, I'm guessing. But Immunity going to try to start off strong. They have gone for the split. Is it 4-1? I found out exactly how I want to open up on this round. You can see Mongolz already have 2 people pushed towards B. Squeak. 1 towards window as well, and 2 towards A.
Nice little squeaky voice. Yep. The single smoke, actually, that was bought by Mongolz, it has been used already. That's obviously covering off. We can see them here. Though, Frost getting ready, just gets a little tag with his CZ75 back straight away to bench. Needs to make sure they're going to come through. Does manage to get the bomb carrier down as soon as they pop around the corner, but he will get taken down by Ustilo. Nuka trying to get a good tag on towards from short here. The bomb carrier, bomb being planted. That's a great headshot on towards Imagine, and this is a good retake coming out for the Mongolz here. Ustilo not able to hold them off, and the Mongolz pick up the first round against Immunity.
Wow, so they did try to go for the 5-man rush towards B strat, and that did not work out well at all for them. They were able to fully get into the site, but that CZ did so much work. And look at the spot coming in for the Mongolz. They have a Scout, M4, FAMAS, 2 FAMASs actually, an MP7 mixed in, and Team Immunity going to go for the save. So not going to invest too much in this round, but they have 4 smokes. And they're looking to set up maybe a fake towards A, then push the bomb towards B. You still have Ricky sitting over towards B halls currently.
Okay, they need to make sure they sell this fake really well, and Ricky needs to be very patient. All the smoke's gone out. You can see them on your screen. There's the X-ray showing them. Now Mara's going to absolutely gun them down as soon as they come around the corner. Only managed to tag out 1 there. Now they've actually gone passive. Ricky's managed to take down Frost. He's given himself a rifle. He's got the FAMAS. He's going to go for the bomb plants here, but they're already rotating. They're coming through kitchen already, and they've got to be ready for them. Ricky's going to have to do an amazing job at keeping them at bay.
Yes, he is, and let's see if he can pull it off. He's looking for that first kill. He has that Glock in hand, but look, he has no health, and he picks up the kill. And Osilo forced to sit back towards Catwalk to maybe stop this diffuser from coming. He's going to peek around the corner, gets one kill, looking for that second. He pulls him off the bomb, and Zilkenberg's now in a 1-on-2. He's sticking the bomb.
He's sticking it, but he's going to get taken down. Yustilo comes through. And a somewhat unorthodox approach from Immunity, trying the fake, didn't matter. The bomb carrier managing to get in, get the plant down, defend it enough for Yustilo to come around, who's had a cracking start already, by the way. 4 kills in the first 2 rounds. Here we go, full buy from Immunity. I saw a couple of mollies in there.
That round should not have worked.
No.
You're just hoping the bomb gets planted, but he picks up the 1v1 and gets the FAMAS. Well done by Immunity. They do tie things up at 1 apiece. And those Deagles, we've seen them becoming very popular in Europe lately and even in North America. Let's see if Zilkenberg can do much with it. And Steeler already able to pick up the first frag of the round.
Starting off where he left off a moment ago. He's going to collect the bomb here. Looks like a bit of rotation. Going to come out. Looks like they may well be making a passive approach back on towards B site. As Ricky once again is the man to go and investigate. Frost, though, is sat ready and waiting. He might catch him off guard here. Just holding the angle to see if he can catch anybody out while the rest of the team do work their way up. Ricky peeks around and gets his second frag of the game already. Meanwhile, this is all happening. Sniper's pushing his way up short as well. They're starting to move full control. You can see just around the corner, there was one more. It was Mara, but he got taken down quick and easy. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't expecting to come back.
Yeah,
so I was just having a little scratch in my head there. I was confused of how... So, for Mongolz, they went full pistol, but they went full armor in that round.
Yeah, so I'm actually really curious why as well. It seems like a really odd investment to go,
That
especially
was
with the
why I
Deagles.
was scratching my head confused.
Yeah. But you can see Immunity there, though. They went for the early kill in towards middle, then they sat back and waited. Like, after that pistol round, things got a little bit shaky. They realized, well, we can't take them too lightly, so play it safe, pick up the rounds you're supposed to get, and Ricky does open up onto Frost towards B.
He is kicking ass and taking names right now. Ricky is absolutely on a storm. I think he's got 7 kills now already on the board in just these opening 4 rounds. Nuka going to pass back just USPs across the board, so Mongolz gone full eco on this one. It should be easy stuff for Immunity to just rock and roll straight the way through. Oh, Ricky did get taken down, so going to make it a second one, and he will. Silkenberg managed to pick that up just off the side, but Yustilo is there to settle things down, calm it down as he tries to get a bit of spam through from bench. Will finally find his last man, Silkenberg, taking down the in-game leader for the Mongols. And now he's going to have a big call to make. It's going to be a buy round for the Mongols, the first one for them. What can they go with?
Well, I think challenge that on Ricky in middle might be exactly what they want to do. Zilkenberg, if he can win this duel, gives him full middle control and kind of show that they have a lot of op potential to be using. And Ricky, I think he's going to go for the challenge as well. Actually, no, he's over towards Palace, so he's expecting maybe a push to come in. But immediately do smoke him off. He misses that shot. He gets him pushed as well. And that won't be a kill, but Mara there to able to respond.
He was glass cannon as well, Silkenberg, so that one little tag that came through did a lot of damage to him. But he did manage to get a shot off, did manage to get a kill down. Mara also in connector, taken very low. Imagine just backing away in that smoke, and he's already gone through underpass. He managed to get through. Imagine realizes it, but he's just gone so fast, he's completely left him standing. Ricky, meanwhile, checking out A site all alone. Zilkenberg will find another, and this rifle run is going very well in their favor. Now, bomb is loose. Imagine's going to collect that one and make their way back across and join his teammate Ricky over A site, who's realizing that everything is clear. Now, for Mongolz, obviously, they did manage to go for pretty much good defense on B, cleared out the site, but now they realize that something is up. They're going to check out the site and see just Sogo at pillar box.
Oh, they need to deal with Sugu too, because he's going to be able to spot them push up. I think he spots out Imagine come in, and Ricky going to lead the charge towards CT. He misses that first shot, but he's going to get mollied out. But the push coming in from Mara, out of connector, going to be taken down by Ricky. And this is looking good for Immunity.
Oh, Zilkenberg's not done yet, though. He's already got 3 in this round. The bomb is getting planted down. Imagine will manage to get it in.
He's not even looking.
Zilkenberg, the rotate. He went glass cannon. It was such a big gamble. But if he manages to get around and find Imagine out here... Oh, my God, how did he miss that shot? Well, sometimes you just move at the wrong moment. It doesn't matter. He managed to land it. Gets himself a 4K and the round for the Mongols. Huge round for the in-game leader, Zilkenberg.
Like you said, went glass cannon. He comes up big in middle as well, staying alive and picking up the clutch. What amazing play out of him. That first shot, it's the easiest shots are the hardest to miss, or the hardest to hit sometimes, Lee.
But also, you got to be thinking, what is he doing just standing on top of the box?
Well, because Zilkenberg was towards CT. So So we assume he's still going to be coming from that direction, but he went for the quick rotate around after the quick pickup onto Ricky, who was in Palace. Was able to get behind him.
The bomb plant position, why would you just not go defensive and passive? That's just overconfidence, that seems to me. That's screaming overconfidence. Zilkenberg trying to get some tags through the smoke once again. It worked out well for him last time around. Meanwhile, Mara's taking a bit of damage down in connector, but here's going to be Zilkenberg picking himself up another double straight away from window. Mara getting one down as well. And Team Immunity are left in tatters as it's Mongolz holding out strong.
I think Zilkenberg just shaking them by himself. Like, picking up 4 kills in the last round, locking down middle with the help of Mara. It kind of limits where Immunity can push in. But they still have the bomb towards B. They still have Ricky with the op in middle trying to make something happen. I think he spot out like Ricky gets the kill as well, so it does equalize things just a little bit more. It's still a 2-on-3, and they still have Nuka in a perfect spot to actually stop Ricky if you're pushing. But I'm wondering, like, in the positions they're holding, Ricky's going to have to go back. There's no way he can push middle by himself. There's too many angles, and he's going to have to push him with Sniper to make this one work towards B.
Well, he's been pretty successful getting into this site. Frost, oh, we caught a glimpse of Sniper there, but managed to come out on top. Now Nuka flashed out, realizes that one may be passing, and Mara's been taken down in kitchen. That's Ricky clearing things out, clearing out sight. He's already got himself a triple. Oh, Sniper very low, and he will get taken down. Nuka pushing through. He's got the FAMAS. He hasn't got too many bullets left. He's going to switch out to the AK. This is just pistol versus AK, and Nuka will come out on top. And the Mongols will even things up, all square at 3 apiece.
That was still closer. That was a 2-on-4. Immunity was almost able to pull that one back. They get the bomb down, so they get the money. But a great retake. And not to mention a great flash shot of Ricky as well to allow Sniper to push in towards site. Nuka, he rescues the op, most importantly for Zilkenberg. They're going to have that strong AWP back in middle if they want to use it. And Mongols tying things up. Immunity, they're not looking as strong as maybe we'd expected them.
With the 80% vote, you guys at home thinking Immunity would take this one. I think everybody would probably agree with that vote, but Mongols, as you said, really shaking things up here. Immunity started off well, but the help of this man, Zilkenberg, in that mid, that window, doing work, and Immunity, you can tell it, switching things up here. Looks like they're going to go for a bit of a set play, just teetering on the edge of the smoke. Ricky ready to pounce. There's going to be the pop flash. It's going to be followed by a second one as he keeps on peeking around there. He's got that AWP ready and waiting to go, but he's not seeing anyone. That's going to be a jungle smoke that looked like he missed. I'm not sure if he's planning on there. I think we're going to get around the side, but Mara's ready. He will pounce. Sogo as well. There is one on Tetris. That's going to be Ustilo that manages to get the kill down, but there's been a lot of damage done already to the Mongols.
They still have one man towards middle as well. Sniper trying to actually really apply some pressure, but gets taken down from Nuka towards window, like towards short. The bomb gets planted though, so now it's going to be a 2-on-4 retake situation. Tricky stuff. Ustilo's got to go huge here. He's getting tagged up through the smoke. He's going to back up through there. Zilkenberg's already found him, and now it's all on Imagine on Tetris. This is a really tough position to try and hold out there, but he's doing a great job. He's managed to get himself a triple. Not quite going to finish things off. Sogo will get the defuse, and the Mongols will take it 4-3. I think the Mongols got a little bit lucky there, Lee. That was, you should not challenge one at a time. Send everyone in there, pick up the quick kill, and then get the defuse through. They still get the bomb, nonetheless. They get the defuse on it. They're going to get the round. They get the lead, most importantly. But that was a little bit too close for comfort. I think we're seeing maybe a little bit of difference between the Asian regions compared to Europe, where most likely in Europe they won't challenge out one by one.
No, they'll be double, triple stacking it. Not in a line, which is kind of what was happening there. Now it's going to be a bit of a shoddy buy for Immunity. You can see just the FAMAS, the Galil for James. And Sniper having to go with the Tech 9, so he's trying to tank his way through there. He's still already being slowed down, everything working.
Ooh, I like this. I like
in Mongol's favor.
He looks comfortable.
This is very aggressive stuff. The fact that they're gathering all that information, looking around, like you say, he does look comfortable. Frost has managed to find Imagine. That was pushing in there. He's going aggressive.
That is push very aggressive. I think he's just going to walk straight through it. Ustilo's going to be watching. He's going to flash himself. This could be huge.
He's going to pop flash through. Doesn't manage to catch him round, but he comes in, and that's the bomb carrier down now. Ustilo somehow, through the smoke, managed to get behind him. But while that was all happening, Zilkenberg once again has done the damage in the mid. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Zilkenberg against Ustilo has managed to get the bomb plant down. Sogo's going to come around the side. Should be able to tag him and will get the frag. And that will be 5-3. The Mongols starting out strong.
We should do applications more often for events. Wow, they're doing fantastic. 5-3. Zilkenberg having a strong game, 10-5. And I wanted to point out in particular that last round, you saw him being so comfortable in the middle. The information they gathered from him had them know that they were most likely to be going towards B, and were able to shut that down alone. And Frost, not to mention, had a great kill coming through this, or into the smoke, then pushing through the smoke, able to pick up another. Mongolz, they're looking good.
They're looking pretty confident. This is the danger. This is always the danger of best of ones. You're coming into against opposition that you don't really know anything about, which I'm pretty sure Immunity wouldn't have been able to do too much research on the Mongolz coming into this one. And it's clearly causing the problems. They're going back to set plays, which is the correct thing to do, I feel, in this situation. It's like, if you don't really know what the opposition's doing, just try your own set strategies. They're going to try and burst themselves into a site.
Looking for the take. They got completely blinded up, though. Zlickberg picks up one before he does go down. The bomb should be able to make its way in towards site, but they're quickly being closed in from so many different directions. The smoke going to be covering off for only a little bit more time. The bomb, it should be planted here in just a few. It will go down, so they get that at the least. But here comes the retake. This is where we're going to see if Mongolz have that strength on it.
Mara tried to peek around Tetris there, but James had him covered off straight away. And now they're going to work their way in, but they're coming in one by one. This is not the right approach by the Mongolz. This should be an easy defense for Immunity. Frost, the last man, realizing he's no chance of taking this one, and Immunity will close out the round. They're going to try and chase him down. Will manage to get the rifle away from him just about there. Ustilo picking up the kill, but clearly not very happy.
Yeah, I think we're seeing Immunity's game plan.
Yeah.
Force Mongolz to go on retakes. So if you can get that A site locked down, get the bomb down, Immunity ideally should be able to win in that situation, because retakes are really difficult to do. It takes a lot of synergy to be able to pull it off and knowing exactly where your team's looking and what angles to hold. But in the past, they were trying to just go for like a standard kind of play where they were hoping Mongolz would push up, be aggressive. But because they weren't, they had to force something with this set play, and then it ended up working out.
And we're also seeing, obviously, despite the fact that Mongolz did pick up 4 rounds back-to-back with the defuses, they were losing a lot of people, so they've had to go for a full eco in this one. The USPs all across the board. After losing that last round, this should be easy spray down for Imagine. We'll finish it off with a pistol. Bit of team damage as well there. That grenade's going to be on point. Telelight only took 5 ticks of health off him. Nuka, though, just last man in connector. He's just going to get gunned down by Ricky. So Immunity tied things up. 5-5 back in the game. And
still not a lot of money to work with for
Mongolz
this.
don't really have a great deal. They're going to have to go with a couple of FAMASs in there. And really not a great deal of spread on the utility either.
Well, they do have the AWP.
Wow.
Looks like Nuka's actually the one taking it. I think he's going to kind of hold on to B by himself. They can go for a 3-man stack towards A. Or maybe push out Frost. Actually, maybe just double push and have him kind of cover it, trying to limit exactly where Immunity can go with. And Ricky's going for the challenge right away. Gets the kill onto Nuka. And now he's looking for maybe Frost. He's going to be forced back, but they have the men advantage. This is a situation they want to be in. Like, can they close it out? It's a little bit of a different story.
Pop flash. Did he catch a glimpse of the heels in that smoke? I think he did, but he managed to land the shot either way. Frost getting a peek.
Oh, he's burning!
Dance on the fire. Yeah, he actually went and stood on the fire. I guess maybe trying to surprise them. Not too sure whether he didn't quite see it flash past. Who knows? But he's in a good position to slow them down here if they try and push his spot.
Problem is they have no utility to work with. They have a flash on Zilkenberg, who's actually over towards the A side. So Frost isn't going for the op because he needs to have this gun at close range.
Zilkenberg is going information gathering, and he's actually going to find Sniper just around this corner as soon as he comes in. And he will come out on top. Sniper will go down. That's an AK collected, but they're already pushing through into sight. They've managed to get the one-man defending Frost down. Nuka already cleared out. Sogo's going to try and squeak around the side, but he's on his own at the moment. He needs to wait for support.
No, they should have
Will
saved.
get taken down at the window, and Zilkenberg's just going to go safe.
Yeah, 100% they should have both saved those guns to use it into the next round. There is no real way they're going to pull off a 2v4 retake with no utility at all. Zilkenberg does have that Molotov now. He's able to pick up. I think that was off a sniper. Nonetheless, they're going to be actually down in rounds. So Immunity going to be able to take the lead, 6-5. I don't think I'm able to chase onto him. I think I'm able to catch him out. I think he will be able to maintain this unless he peeks Ustilo for no reason. Oh, no, James may be charging in. So I think get this gun out of his hands. This would actually be huge for him. And a perfect flash through, too.
They should get him down yet. That was a nice little pop flash. They knew exactly where he was sitting. So 6-5, Immunity take the lead once again.
Yeah. And they have no money to use. They would have had 2 guns, an AK and an M4, if they just would have double saved. But now they're just left on pistols. They're actually by a couple of P250s, but this is going to be really difficult when you have Immunity fully bought up, full utility. And the Steelers at 14 frags, 14 and 5 for his team.
Yeah, the T side working out well.
Oh, they're pushing middle.
They're just going to rush straight out there. They're going to try and creep around this smoke, but the flashes are going to slow things down, and Ustilo should just line these up, and he will. Gets himself an easy double, covering off the backside. Sniper expecting the rotate, but he's not coming out. And Sogo, oh, that grenade right on his noggin. Takes him down to 18. Just one man across. Doesn't matter. James is going hunting for the kills. Mara will go down, and that was an easy one for Immunity against the pistols. So, Mongolz had to go for save. They're going to get themselves the rifles once again. This is the big round for them, because they will start to lose the half if they cannot pick up any more.
Well, you see Sugu, he's went for the M4 without flashes, without nades or anything like that. I really kind of question that. Like, sometimes it's better to just hold off, pick up the FAMAS so you can have that utility to stop teams like Immunity. We saw before, they were doing such a fantastic job of counter-flashing them and counter-smoking, even nading them. And without that to use, they're kind of at a handicap. Now we're going to see the set execute towards A. And they're going to force the Mongolz to play for the retake, unless they can just hold them head-to-head.
Well, Zilkenberg's the man that's up close. He's going to be the one that could put a dent in this one. Tries to pop flash himself in and around the corner. Will go for the second time. That manages to catch him. That was a good flash to slow them down as well. That second smoke as well doing its job. Now he can catch them as they push through the smoke. He will get the one down. They know that he's going to be in and around dark though. So Mara's going to come up and back him up. And this is a good hold so far from the Mongols. They've got the two down there, just holding out in ramp.
Yeah, the counter smoke was so perfect out of them. I think Sugo able to pick up that kill. Mario able to close it out, but that counter smoke plus the flash that Zilkenberg alone shut down that push. Immunity was too scared to push to the smoke and ended up picking up the round. Well done by them.
Yeah, but Immunity do have a heck of a lot of money, so they can just buy straight back into this one. We're going to see Ricky going back to the AWP. So he's going to have full control. Nuka sticking with the AWP, by the way, so he's going to take that once again. Looking like it's going to be a four-man stack at A site. Okay, interesting rotation they went with there. So Nuka's going to be holding
smoke
the
missed. Ricky's going to have a free peek.
Oh, well.
And that means that Frost kind of has to be really careful. You can see the smoke's missed. This jumping this position is very dangerous. Like Ricky, he's good enough to hit these shots, but he's still just trying to collect that information and hold them back. He has a flashbang in his hand as well just to buy some time. He's alone at B. Like, no one's here to actually able to back him up quick enough. Nuka's going to have to go on a very fast rotate.
They're already
going to have to do it soon.
Mara's on the way as well. We can see that Sogo's coming. That was Frost. He did get that peek, did manage to catch a glimpse, knew that they were there. Now Ricky's going to try and set this one up. That molly is going to be on point. Will force him away. Frost completely flashed out of there. Ricky flashed himself. That's not going to help out. And Nuka's in a good position to get the cross there. Does manage to get the one down, but well, everybody from Mongolz is being picked off left and right, but Mara in on site will manage to take down Ustillo, and there's just two members now, Ricky and Sniper. Sniper coming around the backside, may try and catch them off guard. We'll get Mara down, but they know he's coming from that position now. And the rotate, the call is changed. They're switching it around, and Zuckerberg's in the perfect spot.
Oh my, he had to have been spotted. I think he had to have known. Ricky had to have spotted him there. He just picked the kill with the Tech 9, but now he's in a one-on-one situation, op versus op. Nuka won't be there in time to stop the bomb plant, so it's going to be after plant situation. Nuka does have a flashbang to work with Ricky. He might walk straight into him. He gets the kill. Nuka clutches the round for his team and ties things up at 7 apiece.
Quick switch, nicely done there. Quick fast scope, and that's going to be 7-7. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mongols taking Team Immunity all the way here. Doing a great job. They're not going to be able to break the economy, though. You can see Immunity plenty of money to just buy straight back up after picking up so many rounds back-to-back. And that will be a full buy from both teams. Who will come out on top in this first half? Mongolz doing a much better job than anybody would have expected against Immunity so far.
Oh yeah, hands down. Honestly, a great showing by them so far. And I think Sniper just trying to get a little bit aggressive towards A very quickly. But middle, they're pushing so fast. Nuka actually going to be controlling it though. Picks up the first kill. Good spot. James gets the tag on his leg, but can't get the kill just yet. And it's Imagine pushing up connector as well as Imagine picks up Mara.
Imagine was just trying to catch out that grenade, not going to land on him. He's backed away already. He's already gone through towards B. They're expecting a fast B push there maybe, but the bomb still in the hands at the top. It was James actually that got tagged out heavily by that sniper. Zilkenberg's going to flash himself in, but Ricky didn't wait for the flash to go off there. Tried to catch him off guard. Ricky did not look away, held the angle. He may catch Sogo out as well, because Sogo back at toll booth. Just going to peek across. He's going to get smoked off. They're going to work their way in. This is going to be a nice little set play here.
This is smart out of Finn to push up in the smoke. Use it to his advantage. He picks up one kill, forcing a play really close up. So peeks towards Kevin. He gets Imagine as well. Looking for maybe that third as he sprays towards Ricky.
Oh, and he's going to get the supports as well. Frost is coming back around, and now this is just James. He's only on 17 hit points. He got tagged up early by the sniper in the middle. Nuka managed to catch him. Sogo will get in there, and it's the Mongols that come out on top 8-7 in the first half. A lot of players in the crowd watching this one. I think they're going to be a little bit surprised so far by the power of the Mongols, but now we'll switch across to the T side. T side arguably a lot harder than the CT, so now we're going to see what they got in them. Can they come out? The pistol is vital for them.
It's going to be vital. We've seen the Mongols, they struggled on retakes when the bomb was planted in an after-plant situation. So I'm curious, how well are they going to do on T side when it comes down to that synergy of attacking sites correctly, knowing which angle to look at, knowing where your teammates are looking, and get that bomb down. I feel like Immunity is going to be a lot stronger CT side, but if Mongolz can come up big here, they could pick up the first victory of the day.
It would definitely surprise a lot of people. Immunity being the biggest one that would be upset because they're dropping down to the lower bracket if they lose this one. But I think that's a long way away. If you look at the kill spread, I mean, obviously Sniper, while he has only got 5 kills, he was also the guy that was pretty much holding T-spawn, waiting for the rotations on a number of rounds. I noticed it. So obviously the in-game leaders, generally the ones that are calling the shots. But you see that? Zilkenberg for the Mongolz doing a grand job for his team, top fragging so far. So pressure very much on these boys on your screen. Immunity, the Australians, the number 2 Australian team. Renegades are going to be sat watching this with interest because they themselves are going to be playing Neckbreak later on today.
So we got the double smokes. And it looks like they want to set up for a 2-man push towards connector and then 3-2 onto site, maybe? I'm just really curious to see where these are going to go. So we have stairs and jungle completely smoked off. This kind of shows that they want to push towards CT spawn, and maybe it's the rest of their team to flank back behind them. There's 2 men towards Toboth already, and they've already been able to really put some pressure onto Mongolz.
Well, that nade from Frost did a great job. Didn't quite catch James as much as he'd like, though. Only down to 67, and James just pops out and manages to find the head of Frost in quick reaction. The bomb still not been shown, working its way up. Ustilo, though, managing to catch one down and short there. Mara pushes around onto stairs, manages to get the return frag. Sogo also picking himself up one. Now this is going to be a retake situation. Ricky tries to come around the side there, gets the man in jungle. Sogo goes down, and he's in actually a very good situation to try and pop these 2 out there. It's just going to be Nuka left, and caught in the crossfire. That should be a simple defuse for Ricky in the end. It's going to be 8-8. The pistol will go to Immunity.
That was a little close, though.
A little close,
a lot of shots there. He's just trying to make sure to lock that down. You can see even Ustilo on your screen just having a little bit of a smile. But they pick up the pistol and they tie things up. Now, the Mongolz T side, that was a really interesting strat because they got someone on short and pushed through to try to apply pressure towards B to make them think, all right, we're going B. That's you saw the 2 men on Immunity push up middle to make sure to lock down that area. But that strategy was crazy enough to work. I mean, they got the bomb down. They're going to be saving up for the next round to go for the full buy. All right. They're not out just yet.
No messing. SMGs expecting the full eco. They're going to get the full eco. This could be a lot of money for Immunity. Ooh, Ricky being challenged pretty heavily, but he's managed to tap and find the heads. Gets himself 3. Can he get the 4th? Switches to the USP. No, not quite managing to find Sogo down. And instead, Ustilo's just going to run up there with a P90 and imagine we'll close things out. Not a single man lost. Very clean round for Immunity. Exactly what they want.
All right, well, here we go into the buyout for both teams. Mongolz picking up those AKs, and they should have the money for the utility to back this up with. So what are they going to go for? They have quite a few flashbangs, and you still see Immunity using the P90 there at Ustilo. So I'm curious to see where exactly is he going to go. I think he's going to hold close up B halls to make sure they can't run past him. Play very safe. So Mongolz already able to push out into middle. Yeah, 3-2.
Looks like it's going to be an A-site hit. They're going to try and work the web connect to try and push in there. Sogo's going to be key in this one. Ricky just around the corner. He's been flashed up. He's going to try and push in, but the smoke will be enough to slow them down. That molly will be perfect. That's going to definitely stop things, but Sogo just pushes straight through the molly up the top. Manages to get himself a second. Tries to check out jungle. Ricky's going to push through. Should be able to catch him in the back, but instead Zilkenberg comes through.
My.
He's just closed out from every single angle. And now Ustilo and Sniper with it all to do. Ustilo with a P90. He's going to get caught around the side. Sniper, the only man surviving with his MP7 in hand. He now has to back away. He just tries to pick up some kills. He's expecting Sogo. Finds him around the side there. Causing some damage, making them pay. Getting that AK, but I don't think he's going to be able to get the defuse. He will get picked off for a Nuka. And the Mongolz with a little great T-side strategy there. The 3-2 split working well. More importantly, it's just the splat aggression. They just went straight through the smoke, straight through the molly.
Sugu got a really good flash in by a teammate to push through connector. That's so ballsy to do because if he misses those shots, your whole strat's completely blown. But it works out for him. They pick up the gun round, and now they're going to have Immunity back on a buy-up with the op in the hands of Ricky. And he's going to go for the challenge out middle. He's a little bit late there. The nades waiting for him. 54 health now on this opera.
That was right on top of him. There's some bullet spread coming in towards him as well. He needs to be very careful as he peeks back around that corner. Zilkenberg is going to line up that smoke. Ricky with the molly will slow the underpass push down. But as we can see on the minimap, not really a great deal there. Sniper going aggressive. He's looking through Palace.
He's got so much information from this. Yeah. Like he knows, all right, they're not A guys. We can push, we can stack towards B and make sure to hold on to this.
That was a great tag on Frost as well.
You just make sure to hold on to that area so they can't go for the flank onto him. But now they know the gig's up. Ricky with a fantastic shot on Tamara does open things up to lock them down and slow them down, most importantly, on this execute towards whichever site they end up going to. Oh, nice boost in the window does net Zuckerberg a kill. So looking to go towards A, I would assume, but you can see it. They're pretty much surrounded on every front. It's going to be a 2-2 wherever they do go.
So Yustilo, and I think it's Ricky that's over there, covering off B site. And it looks like he's going to be going from short. Although, saying that, we do see Nuka being the distractor here. Can you imagine?
Oh, he got dinked already.
Just caught a glimpse. Sniper manages to catch him down with the CZ. Sogo coming around the back. He should be able to find Imagine. Does manage to get him down. It was pretty close. 44 hit points. Now they're going to make their way towards A site. Now this is a tricky situation. It's going to be a retake for Immunity and a 3-on-3 as Sniper manages to get a beautiful tag there. That Molly not going to catch him. It shouldn't spread just into the corner. He should be safe. So Zuckerberg will get the plant down.
Oh, Ricky is actually being burned up from that one off Frost. Back in a 1-on-3 situation. They have no health, the enemy team. He could potentially pull us off. They're pushing him from every angle, and he will fall to Ricky from the pistol. Immunity going to take the lead at 10-9.
This is tight. This is a tight game, much tighter than Immunity would feel.
I mean, that was the first buy out of Immunity. They had like CZs and they were able to pick up the round. I feel like Mongolz, like they challenged out when they didn't need to. You saw the challenge, I think it was by Suga on triple stack. There's no point to do that. Just back away. You can hold off a better angle from that. And he ended up falling and giving away his gun. I
think that was the classic case of someone needs to drop me a weapon and 3 weapons all went in the same pile. So Immunity making sure they've got their teammates covered. This time Zuckerberg's gone with a single AK buy while the rest of his team have nothing but just a Tech 9.
Yeah,
this is a little bit of an equalizer from Mongolz. We'll see if it works out for them. We've seen a couple of these single AK buys working wonders. James has been taken down a window. The aggression maybe catch them from Mongolz here.
Oh, look at this. Imagine in a perfect position. Suga, though, is going to look towards me, spots him out, and there's the kill for Imagine to shut that down. The push is coming towards Catwalk, though. There's already 2 people waiting. Sniper able to pick up the first. Now the bomb in the hands of Nuka with the AK he was able to rescue. But on a 1-on-4, it's going to be very, very hard to pull off.
Yeah, it's going to have to go huge for his team, and pretty much just going to slow things down, hope that somebody goes looking for him. It may happen as people head in his direction. Oh, he just dropped down. That's going to, they would have heard that one. And they knew exactly where he was. 11-9, Immunity start to gain a little lead and see if they can stretch their legs here. We're going to have AKs across the board, I think, for Mongolz. Maybe a Galil for Nuka, by the looks of it.
I was really curious whether they want the regular armor buy, too, up against the M4s. It's like, it's not going to help you too much against that.
Yeah.
Typically on the CT side, you'll do that because the AKs one-shot you no matter what. But they got to pick up some steam. They need to shut down Immunity. They need to have a successful round, like a very successful round to really get some momentum going. And yeah, he's getting very aggressive, James, collecting a lot of information. He's going to walk straight into Mongolz with nades out. He picks up the first kill, going to back away. Or no, he's going to go for the repeat. And he gets Frost almost down.
It's so tricky that you always see the man that's just holding the nades. You've always got to have someone holding the angle, expecting, waiting for just a cheeky little push there. And it's give them all the information they needed. This is going to be a real tough take by Mongolz. Immunity basically need to make mistakes for this to go through. Need to lose out in his individual duels. Zuckerberg's got himself in a good position around jungle there. Gets himself the 1 down. The crossfire situation caught Imagine off. Sniper, though, still in a great spot. Gets the 1 down. Passes back. Doesn't quite catch a glimpse of Zogo, but that molly's going to force him out. He's going to have to come around the side down.
They didn't get the plant, and that's so bad for the side of Mongolz. They need the money, if anything, and now Zuckerberg's in a 1-on-2. He could pull this off. He's got the time to work with.
He's done it before.
But it's so difficult with how many different angles he has to check.
He could have gone straight for the plant, but he's expecting somebody to be looking at jungle, and he's going to find Yustilo. He will go for the plant now. He's got time to get it in there, but he's not going to stick it. Now he's going. Now Sniper, 42 health. In-game leader versus in-game leader. 50 versus 42. The Mongolz, they need this round. It will keep them in the game, but instead he didn't really check the angle there. Came in with a really strange crosshair placement as he checked around towards CT spawn. And it was all too easy in the end for Sniper to take it 12-9. I
think it came down to Sniper was playing that one so slow that Zuckerberg wanted to actually check towards somewhere else. And he's in like the mid-turn kind of thing. But a great job by Sniper to hold on to that one. Got really scary because there was a 1-on-2 and you see that was actually able to challenge out and lose on that duel. But 12-9, Unity in the lead. Ricky, 24 kills. Usilo, 24 kills apiece. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was
for 21 rounds in.
It was a great start by Yustilo, honestly, and Ricky obviously also picked up himself a couple of great shots there. Interesting. Okay, Sniper with
wow. Even hits him with it!
Well, Zuckerberg tagged down to 99 just by that one. Interesting smoke to start things off from Sniper there. Very aggressive stuff from Ricky. Not misses his shot, and he made the pay. Sogo and Zilkenberg both picking themselves at one, and suddenly it's just 2 men alive for Immunity. This round has definitely fell away from them. And now James all alone.
The bomb,
stuck in connector. The bomb. It doesn't matter about the bomb. It's already moving. Oh, James, he sprays the wall. Doesn't manage to catch Sogo. And that was in the end, a real sporadic, strange round from Mongolz. Immunity kind of went over aggressive.
I think they got confident, too confident.
Yeah.
Because they pushed in when they didn't need to. They challenged out and lost every single one of those. I mean, we're seeing the Mongols. They have strong aim. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
The problem comes down to strategy and executing synergy. So immediately, there's no reason for them to really go for these flat challenges. I think they just wanted to really shut them down on that buy round. But now Mongols fully bought up yet again with a lot of utility behind them, forced Immunity back on the pistols. Mirage is the only one with the deagle. I don't think he's in any action just yet.
We'll see. Ricky's in a good spot here. Sogo getting pop flashed by his teammate, not so helpful there. Instead, he is going to go down. That's going to be the bomb carrier, and James has managed to pick up one as well. Now he's got an AK, could try and make the difference, but Sogo once again doing a great job getting up connector, getting on the stairs. They're going to try and creep around, the wrap around, but they are looking this direction. I think Nuka's just turned around. His attention was drawn to connector. This should be an easy pickup. Switches to the AK. Sniper manages to pick up one. Sogo gets taken down by Sniper. And well, Justillo closes it out. And Immunity should not be winning eco rounds like that. Mongolz definitely messed that up.
That aggressive play out of B to just completely flank them, and the calm, cool, collective play of them to not shoot right away as well. Pick up a gun, get in good position, get some information, and lock them down.
It was his teammate that shot him in the end. He tried to hold on. His teammate sold the bluff for him. Wow. But here we go. It's a very much a mix from Mongolz, pretty much realizing they're in almost a do-or-die situation. Ricky's going to smoke himself up. Didn't quite give himself the little corner angle that I thought he might try and go for. Instead, he's going to close them off. There's going to be 1 man pushing through underpass and 3 up mid. So heavy move in towards B side, I think it's going to be.
They're definitely looking for that middle control, and Immunity are fully giving it to him. They do have the open hand out of James. He's actually over towards... I'm trying to see exactly. Yeah, over towards Tobuth. He picks up the first kill on Zilkenberg, so he's locking on connector himself. They know that Mongols have full control middle, so they're just playing very fluid, and they have 4 men over towards A to stop any sort of push coming that direction. You see those pushed up in B halls as well, just to make sure to lock that down, gathering so much information as he's peeking towards the underpass connector. And they're forcing Mongols to make the move. They're not trying to get too aggressive this time, and Immunity are actually winning the aim battles.
Getting picked off 1 by 1 in mid is not the way Mongolz needs to play this one. Now with just a Tech 9 and an AK, they're in a very tricky situation. They realize, look at the B. B is pushing completely out. Justillo working his way through, as well as the man on short. That leaves it all obvious that it's going to be an A hit. Mara, the last man, is in an unenviable task. No chance he's going to get in and around here, especially with a Tech 9 in hand. They already have this covered off. Ricky's got the angle covered. He will take the shot. And it's going to be 14-10 in the end. Immunity looking to close this one out a little more confidently than it has looked throughout the whole match.
Yeah, Mongols going to be forced on the save unless they want to go for the overtime, or unless they want to go for the potential win still. So they're going to, I think, force the overtime or try to at least go for that route. Zilkenberg picking up a Tech 9, a Deagle picked up for Sugu. The Mongols, honestly, credit to them. You know, I think a lot of people didn't expect them to pick up 10 rounds so far. They've done a fantastic job really pushing Immunity to the brink of a potential loss. I think Immunity realized, well, we got to really step it up, and should be a very straightforward round for Immunity. But Zilkenberg picks up the kill, and Steeler picks up a gun as well. Has the AK now in his hands. The bomb hasn't made its way in towards sight, but he will fall, lose the gun. And Sniper's still just tucked in with the backup of James.
Sniper and James doing a great job at the B hold here. Keeping them at bay, keeping them at arm's length. Nuka's got to peek around the corner, but Sniper's already in the angle. Sogo, what in the hell? Rawandi is on show, but James, he's getting pressured. Oh, Sogo's got another one. Well, okay, he could get the bomb plant, but he's got to get 2 more.
And you can see he's not sure where they are. He's really hesitant to go for that plant too. Like, he's able to pick up a gun.
I'd stick with the Deagle. After the 2 shots he just landed, definitely keep their hands on that Deagle. Oh, is he really going to try and go for the rotate?
I think he's just clearing.
I don't think he's got time.
He's not sure where they are. He's just trying to, at least cover off one angle so he can focus on, catwalk and kitchen. And Immunity are playing this one perfectly. Might as well let him get the plant down. You don't have to force anything. Or at least start the plant. He's going to check kitchen. I think he's going to push that smoke right into Imagine.
He's not going to come out on top. And it is match point, ladies and gentlemen, for Immunity. Mongolz will put on a great show here, though. They've done a great job Immunity definitely caught napping early on, but should be able to close strong now. They've got just about enough to buy up full. Hello?
Well, we can radio cast this because I think we still have your screen working.
I can still see what's going on, but you guys can't. Meanwhile, Nuka's been taken down already. Justillo managed to catch him down an underpass there. Sogo trying to push up short. He's going to get a peek across. Justillo should be able to catch him. He'll get a find Zilkenberg. That's going to be at the top of mid. Frost also with the bomb. Mara taking a peek around Ram. Sogo working his way through. Sniper's gone really aggressive, actually, through B site. James has found another. It's just Frost and Sogo, the last two standing. Frost with the bomb in hand, trying to creep his way around. Sogo's got into B site. A little confused as to the fact that there's nobody here. So Frost is going to try and work his way up, but Sniper's in a perfect position. Ready and waiting just at the top of underpass to catch him off guard. They're going to go for a sneaky rotate. 50 seconds on the clock. They're going to work their way. Looks like it's going to be an A side. Frost from T-Spawn.
Hey, guys.
How you doing, guys? I'm going to carry on casting this one. Frost into A site. He's going to work around to A ramp. Sogo coming through jungle. He's going to get around the backside of Justillo. He does manage to get in. Can he get down Ricky? No, he cannot. Frost, the last man standing, going to work around. He's coming up A ramp. We'll get one down. Can he get the second? James on stairs should be able to catch him off. Not going to be able to land the shots. Imagine just off the side. James will close it out, ladies and gentlemen. It's 16-10. It will be Immunity that will take it in the end.
All right, so Immunity, they got pushed a little bit farther than maybe they expected to, but they pick up the win nonetheless. They do pick up that first victory, and we'll go through into the winners match, which will happen a little bit later on today. The Mongolz, again, they performed really well. Really impressed with how they did. Had fantastic game. Just strategy a little bit needs to be worked on, maybe synergy as well, and they would be able to have pulled up quite a bit more rounds. Yeah,
fantastic stuff, honestly. The first half could have gone either way. 8-7 to the Mongols as the first half. They've got to be happy with that as the CT side. Immunity, it is the first game of the day. It is the first game of group stage. It can always be a little lackluster, a little slow to get started, and I think we're seeing that from Immunity, the fact that they struggled to really get a foothold going.
I think maybe they underestimated as well, the Mongols. I mean, you would assume, not to be too rude about it, but you would kind of assume that most teams would go into that underestimating their opponent. But I think they quickly realized when they lost that pistol round and things got really risky for them that they had to really step up and take them seriously. And they had to really adapt their strategies, credit to Sniper, to really change things up when they did need. What's up?
I'm liking the camera angle. It looks like I'm the same height as you.
You're not even close.
Not the fact that I'm perching on the end of the chair. I'm like, sorry guys, I'm just as tall as him.
But the Mongols, they did a fantastic job. I really think they did, and I'm curious to see how they're going to do a little bit later on when they play their losers match. Yeah, it's a fantastic game overall, so really well played. Let's get over to the main stage. Adverts. Okay, we're going to go to a break, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ESL One Cologne Asia Offline Qualifiers. It's a mouthful to say, but it's going to be all about making it to the major. We'll see you get there.
At Intel, they make the fastest processors.
You know what that means. The noobs get wrecked.
Yeah, or like faster data analytics. Don't leave me hanging.
Upgrade to a faster PC with Intel Inside.
anything can happen at any moment.
Experience the global phenomenon.
People watch other people play video games.
All the players.
We started getting the fans and the groupies.
All the drama.
South Korea has been dominating.
Oh my God. And all the action.
It's the battle. He's still alive. Are you kidding me?
All work, all play. Experience the world premiere, followed by a live esports event, July 21st Burbank and July 28th Cologne. For tickets on sale, visit esportsandcinema.com.
Hey guys, I'm here with Sniper from Team Immunity, just pick up the victory against the Mongols. First of all, let's go into, as we were talking before we came on, the whole map veto process. What did you do with that?
Well, I let them dictate at the start, so they chose the first map, and I could see from the start when they vetoed Train, it was going to be a new map veto. So I just went with the flow and got rid of our worst core maps, and then it came down to Dust 2 and Mirage, and you know, against a team we knew nothing about, I wasn't going to risk Dust 2, and yeah, took it.
Okay. So we were talking about the game. It's really hard for us casters to prepare for a team like the Mongols. How did you guys prepare in particular?
There was nothing we could do, really. We looked at the players in general, like where they'd been before, and that was about the extent. We were just going into the complete darkness with that game, so I went with one of our better core maps, Mirage, and we came through.
Okay, we should talk a little bit about the game as well, because that pistol round, when they picked up the first one, was really crazy. It was actually a really good start for them, but how did that go in your eyes?
We just failed really badly. We got control of the site and we didn't have cover to get the bomb down. We were too busy about securing the after plant positions. You know, it happens to everyone, so it was just a bit of a shaky start, I guess. Big event, really a lot of pressure. We really want to get through, and you could see in that round it got to us. And then the next round we full ecoed and won, so that was good.
Yeah, I was really surprised us as well. It was really well done by you guys. But also one more thing, Zilkenberg, he did a fantastic job of opping. He did a fantastic job of early on in middle. How did you guys work around that and adapt your own strategies?
Well, we just wanted to go with the default approach and see what would happen with that, and that clearly just wasn't working at the start, and just letting their aim stars individually shut us down. So I took more of a structured approach to it because that's actually what we did on the eco, and it worked from there on, and just about every round we won after that was a structured round. And yeah, and so the only way to shut them down was to smoke everything off, and then they revert to what you should do, and that isn't always the right decision. So they were just turtling, is what we call it. So they just go back into spawn and let us execute on the site, get the bomb down, and get after plant positions, and then they all come back as a team. But by then, sometimes it's too late.
Okay. Well, let's talk about a little bit about your CT side there as well, because you guys had some really strong holds. So a couple of risky things with the Mongols getting aggressive through smokes.
Yeah, that surprised us totally. Like I said, we don't know anything about these guys, so we were going to throw out a few spanners in the works, and we thought, look, we're winning just doing the standard stuff, so let's just keep doing it. Consistency in results, So we did that, and then we did really well. But props to them. They caught us off guard like 9 times out of 10 with something they did. So.
All right. Well, we have our next game coming up in just a little bit. Sky Red up against My Revenge. Any thoughts on that match?
I can only let the results do the talking, and I've seen Sky Red do really well in other events. So I think My Revenge have got their work cut out for them.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Sniper, for joining me. Appreciate it. Had a good time. Good luck in your next game a little bit later on today. And we'll be coming up with our next match in a little bit of time, guys. So we'll head to a short break.